Hey guys, welcome back to Vampyr. This is Ciarasteina, and uh, we're moving along in Whitechapel, which has always been known for being one of the best places in, well, at least back then, um, in London. So let's get to it. So we have find a way into Darius, whatever's house. Oh, it started me way over here. Okay. Not creepy at all, but sure. Do. Can I do any dialogue with you yet?
Good evening, Mr.
It's Father Whittaker.
Nope. Nope.
I have had enough for tonight.
Ugh. Bible thumpers. Gotta love them. I have no problem with religion as long as it's not shoved down my throat by some overzealous person. So let's see what we can do with Darius Petrescu.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again? Go away.
Oh, level 2. How do I increase my mesmerize?
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
I wonder if I have to, like, increase my mesmerizing by, mesmerizing other people.
If you want to talk to Dorothea, you must go across the courtyard and take the stairs.
We've not been formally introduced. May I ask your name and occupation, sir?
I am Darius Petrescu. I'm here to keep snitches and spies away from Dorothea. And I also run this little print shop.
So Dorothy's real name is not Crane.
Like myself and many people in this area, Dorothea is from occupied Romania. That's all you need to know.
She seems important to the community.
More than you can imagine. The West End does not want to hear of Whitechapel's misery. Dorothea is one of the few doing something about it.
Did you refuse to publish Richard Nethercott's previous works, Darius?
Yes, his manuscript is as pompous as he is starched. Now there's a man who loves the sound of his own voice.
You could have told him so.
As a great writer recently said, politeness is the most acceptable hypocrisy.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia, the mute florist.
I do not believe in the afterlife, Doctor, but I'm almost convinced Camellia is an angel. She volunteered to give out our medical leaflets.
Who is she, really? Do you know where she's from?
She's not from around here, that's all we know. Camellia is not even her name. It's her favorite flower.
You say she has no close family.
Well, there's that awful poet who constantly follows her around like a lost puppy. A good man for sure, but a very poor writer.
I would disagree with you there. He's got some,
Are you not worried for her safety?
She is as brave as she is tough, and clever too. If only I had met her when I was younger.
Are you in love with Camellia, Mr. Petrescu?
Don't be stupid. If I had met her when I was younger, we could have won our revolution.
Tell me everything you know about Camellia.
Okay.
I do not believe...
So that's all there is with that one.
Do you have any family left, Mr. Petrescu?
Well, we know he has children,
Children
and
or
grandchildren.
grandchildren?
Who knows? I have abandoned my people for so long, they might as well be dead.
That's fair enough.
As dead as I am for them, I suppose.
Don't be embarrassed, sir. If you must know, my own father disappeared many years ago, and I forgave him.
It's quite awkward to talk about our families like this, but thank you, Dr. Reed. I appreciate your trust.
This war won't last forever. Did you ever think of returning to your country now it's free?
No. I have taught strength and determination to my sons and daughters. I'm an old, dying man who only has memories
So
of
he
better times
has at
to
least
cherish.
4 children.
How did you meet Nurse Crane, Darius? Why does she trust you?
I'm her oldest friend in England. Dorothea and I share many ideas about this country and about the country we left.
You mean occupied Romania, don't you? Even if not directly, I fought against your enemies.
Really? Then perhaps you have more in common with Dorothea than meets the eye, Dr. Reed.
I know you fought for your country when it was occupied, Darius. Tell me more about it.
I know my days are numbered, and I know I won't see my homeland again. But I fought for Romania all my life, and I will until my last breath.
But Romania escaped the grasp of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. It's a free country again.
It is not the country I fought for. My homeland is not appeased, Doctor. And I still see a dark future ahead for my people.
Let's see. He needs bronchitis.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
Where am I going? Find Dorothy Crane. Well, she was right here, wasn't she? I'm like gonna steal all of her stuff, and no, basically she stole it from the hospital, so which I stole other stuff too. But I need to make some medicines, so wish there was a workshop here. Letter to Nurse Crane. Oh, Halloween. My favorite time of the year. My dear Dorothea, when you read this letter, I will be on the boat that will take Anton and me back to Brasov. England was not for us, and I confess I cannot wait to see again the proud hills of Transylvania. As soon as we are there, I promise I'll light a candle in the Black Church and pray for you to survive this terrible epidemic. I know that you do not agree with this decision, and that you are determined to be more useful by helping our comrades exiled in the East End, but Anton cannot wait to return to our beloved country and see our long-awaited revolution bloom. He is my husband. I will stay by his side. I know we had our arguments and our fights. I know you have wanted me to stand by your side and help you manage this clinic of yours, but now that I'm leaving England, be assured that if anything would happen to you, if you ever were in great trouble or danger, I would come back immediately to London, and with or without Anton. Please think of me as much as I think of you. I am your affectionate sister, Theodora. I was going to say that's a hint. Don't you want to be with your sister? I don't really want her to go. I mean, she's... Yeah, I mean, even in the map, I think she's a pillar of this area.
What do we have here, nurse?
Patient Raz Van Vasily. High fever running on 3 days. Complaints of dizziness, muscle aches, and head pain. Diagnosed with influenza.
Treatment?
Aspirin and salicin for the fever and discomfort. Liquids for dehydration, but he's having trouble keeping even water down.
Thank you, nurse. Anything else I should know?
He did lose consciousness this morning, but he's never had convulsions like these.
He's not convulsing, he's choking. He's not getting any air. Scalpel! Hand me that scalpel!
What can I do, Doctor?
It's too dangerous to operate with these convulsions. Sedative, nurse. Do we have any anesthetics?
I'm sorry, Doctor. None at all.
You still gotta do it, dude.
I need to perform a tracheostomy. Short pipe. That rubber tube will do. We're going to cut a passage for air through the neck.
Yes, Doctor. He's breathing again, but he's coughing up blood.
Internal hemorrhaging. I need to make another incision into the chest cavity to drain the fluids from the lung. Prepare another tube.
That's gotta hurt.
Thoracostomy. Doctor, we've nothing to fight the infection. We need an aseptic environment.
Right then, Nurse Crane. What do you suggest we do?
I've no idea. I'm not the doctor.
Time is of the essence. We need to perform a thoracic drain.
Yes, Doctor.
So that whole argument was of no use.
He's still bleeding, Doctor. I'm losing his pulse.
The drain must have punctured the intercostal artery. There's too much blood.
Are you all right, Doctor?
I can't see.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be left alone with him.
I must first suture the artery. Find the wound. The source of the blood.
Needle and thread, Doctor.
Good. The stitches are holding. How's he doing?
We're losing him. We've lost his pulse. He's dying, Doctor.
Epinephrine.
A dose of epinephrine, now.
Yes, Doctor.
Right into the heart. He's dead. I don't know if there's any way to save that guy, but I feel bad.
We've lost the pulse. He's gone, Doctor.
Nurse, we did everything we could.
Truly? Everything you could. Is that how you'll report this in your log? Is this how the war went? Piling up one poor corpse beside the next?
This was not an influenza-induced seizure. I've never seen symptoms like these on the continent.
Neither have I. But the previous symptoms leading up to this attack were the same, indistinguishable from the epidemic.
No. There was something more vile in these reactions. Something primitive.
There have been numerous reports of mental breakdowns caused by the fever that accompanies the flu itself, Doctor.
Yes, but I'd best take some samples of the blood for analysis.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way to save this guy.
I doubt you're here to test my bedside manners.
No, I'm here to steal all your crap. Locked.
To what do I owe this courtesy? I suspect it was more than intuition alone that led you to us. So, how might I be of service, Dr. Reed?
I've come to put an end to this insufferable blackmailing, Dorothy.
Doctor, you think your warnings scare me? I've stolen and plied, blackmailed and lied, but what else am I to do? I'm all these people have.
Nice rhyme.
But why Lady Ashbury? Why her, of all people?
She's pristine and proper, all right. But that she-wolf in sheep's clothing murders the poor for sport. I have her where she belongs, and I'll milk her for all she's got.
Dr. Swansea is a sensible and honest man. He wouldn't have refused your friend's care at Pembroke.
It's easy for you to say, Doctor. These people cannot go to the police, nor to the hospital. They don't even speak English. They depend on me for everything.
So, the end justifies the means. Is that your defense?
I know you're kind, Doctor. Just another fine-heeled, silver-spooned gentleman who was given the world on a platter. You know nothing of poverty. Nothing of the shame, the hunger, the loneliness.
You've convinced me of the sincerity of your actions and their noble justifications. But all the same, blackmail is a crime, and it will stop, Nurse Crane.
So, are you going to turn me over to the authorities?
Not if you just stop. Oh, charm. You will forget all about this. Oh, can I do that?
Listen very carefully, Dorothy. You will erase from your memory everything you pretend to know about Lady Ashbury and Pembroke Hospital.
Let that rich bitch off the hook over my dead
Nurse
body.
Crane, enough. Listen as if your life depended on every word. I know you've a generous heart who gives freely to those in need, but you shall walk away from the shadier streets of your business.
I will never abandon...
Dorothy, the discussion has come to a close. Your clandestine activities in the Resistance are over. Let it go.
I'll let it go. Yes. All gone.
I don't know if that was the right thing to do. Achievement unlocked. Interview with the vampire. New citizen... Wait, what? I didn't see what that said. Ooh. Zaria will suffer the consequences of my actions. That didn't sound good.
I cannot enter.
Oops.
He's a killer! Best be moving on.
That's our first thing that will change the world around us, apparently.
He's mine! I'll take it!
Come on. Oh! Dang it. That hurt. See if she
Good
has
evening.
anything new to say. Hints required. No. Nope.
Goodbye, Miss Swan.
Its effectiveness has been proven by men.
Suffering.
Good evening, Red.
I'm afraid not, Mr.
Nope. Nope.
A gun?
Oops.
Not me.
How are you?
I'm not your boy.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
Okay, why am I on auto run?
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Weird. There seems to be some glitches in this game as far as stuff like that is concerned. Yeah, I gotta go this way. There's a lot of dead bodies in here. Is this my thing? New hideout, cool. Okay, so what have I got as far as people needing things here? She has fatigue, cold, bronchitis, migraine, which we still don't have. He's recovering, so fatigue, cold, bronchitis. We haven't met everybody here, so I'm missing a couple. And he has a headache that we can't do anything about. He's recovering. Oops. Fatigue. So 2 fatigues, 2 bronchitis. Oh, sorry, 2 fatigues, 2 colds, and 1 bronchitis. Let's see what we can do here. Nothing. Oh, there it is. Okay, so 2 fatigues. 1 bronchitis. 2 colds. And 1 pneumonia, right? I don't remember. Maybe I should carry around some of everything. Alrighty. I can increase my shadow mist now. I have a lot. I wish there was just like increase your Well, I guess there's increased health and all that. Pretty much all I can do, I think. And we'll see what happens to this place now that I'm sleeping. Disappearances in Whitechapel. Reports of mysterious disappearances have escalated in past weeks. It has reached a point where witnesses have to queue before recounting their testimonies to an officer. Although this phenomena appears to be a nationwide occurrence, the statements of the last 24 hours have converged around a single area of the country, Whitechapel, London. Yes, once more, the despised and loathed East End is left to struggle on its own. Continuously overlooked by the authorities, even while numerous families of the district report the unexplained disappearances of relatives and neighbors. What has happened to these missing individuals? Where are they? The only link between them seems to be their health and their need for urgent medical attention. Until recently, it was a local secret that the only place to get help was a discreet dispensary managed by an unidentified Good Samaritans, but the place now seems to be closed and no one has any news from that facility. Did the missing persons go to a more secret place? Have they been discreetly moved to a more official service? One day soon, the London City's Council Board of Health will have to answer for this new mystery. Okay, well... Oh, she's missing? Oh, shit. Oops. Why is she missing? Slept in the next room as you guys. Blood as addiction. Vampires drink blood. This may be their most specific trait, the sinister peculiarity of their condition, if I may say so. But for me, this is not the most important characteristic of their diet. What has always fascinated me since I started to study them is the imperative need for blood they seem to endure. They want it more than anything, and this desire can drive them to expose themselves. When they drink it, they seem to feel some sort of short trance, an ecstatic epiphany, said to me once a Volkod I interviewed in Moscow. I'm convinced that this is an essential element to understand the nature and condition of the vampires. They don't drink blood because it sustains them, but that it offers them ecstasy. Vampires are addicted to blood, all of them. It is part of their nature, and those among the immortals who refuse to submit to their appetite by the strength of their will only are never freed from this addiction. Okay, interesting. Why don't you give me something useful, like the cure for migraines? I should go back to that vendor, see if she has the cure for migraines. Okay, where am I? Okay, so... Oh, that's locked.
It's locked.
Why did she go missing, though? Like, she should... If she forgot about it all, she should be back at the hospital, I would think.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy.
Oh, you're healthy.
Goodbye, young man.
Where's the other dude?
Its effectiveness has been proven by many.
Oh, there he is.
Even the flu is no match for the
Good evening,
squanderer
Benjamin.
cordial.
I'm afraid not.
Oh yeah, I can't treat you because I
A
don't
gun,
have migraines.
alcohol, and a...
Good
You have
evening.
treatment for migraines.
I'd like to see what...
And no. Alrighty then.
Good evening, sir.
If you're here for a reward, you're
I'm not here for a bounty.
a doctor.
Do you require assistance?
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round.
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here, especially considering the current situation.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
Yeah, but
What help could I possibly be
I
to
hate
your
people
business?
like that.
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr.
Yeah,
Bates.
suck it.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, people buy that Swamborous shit.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty
Oh
face.
god, he's such a sleazeball.
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion of the increasing violence in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you. I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadogan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
I don't believe even you deserve such a cruel fate, though you have tested my patience beyond its limit.
Glad to hear. Nice to know there's another civilized individual in these parts. Not like those bloody savages.
Dare I?
Since I took an oath to help people, can I be of assistance?
Well, seen better days, that's for sure. But it was bound to happen with all these refugees about.
I don't want to help
Infecting
them,
you is probably the last thing on these people's minds. Take this, in any case.
What? You give me this for free? Don't have a clue about this place, do you?
Fine, give it back, asshole.
Goodbye, Mr. Bates.
God. Not sure where I'm going. It's locked.
You're mine!
Oh, hi there. I did not see you there. T-posing? Wonderful. That's one thing I meant to do, was to see if I could make a better weapon. Quarantine zone. Trying to find the other people. Oh, hi there. I thought I heard something. I'm trying to find the people. Unfortunately, if I knew where they were, I could put down markers, but I don't know where they are on the map. Should pay more attention to that. There's one thing that annoys me about London is they're all really, especially Whitechapel's, really kind of... Oh, he's gone. Is he gone? Yeah, he's gone. I wonder why. That didn't sound good. I wonder if me killing all these vampires will help stabilize. Oh, it's her. Oh, jeez. Shit. Right when I killed her. You've been defeated. You'll find there is very little that can kill a vampire, my friend. I didn't get to read the rest of that. That's the first time I've died in this game. Where does it put me back? Oh, I'm like really low on blood. So did I kill her or no? What did I just pick up? I don't know what I just picked up.
It's locked.
Really need a lockpicking set. Oh, he knocked me off my feet. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Why did she turn into a vampire? I really should make some more health potions. Okay, so I did kill her. It just didn't show up. Headache! Well, it's just a treatment, but can I take it apart? It's not the actual thing for headaches, it's just 2 treatments for it.
I cannot enter.
So I wonder what the... Let me look at the... Dead. That's kind of a bummer. Need to find all these other people.
Answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
Good evening, Mr. Petrescu.
I could ask you the exact same
I heard what happened to Nurse Crane.
Everything was going well.
Maybe you should consider the bigger picture.
So you put an end to the operation.
Yeah.
You put an end.
You seem to have a lot on your chest, sir. What's wrong?
I heard you are a famous surgeon. Tell me, what did you do to Dorothea? She was so bright, so clever. Then you made her an empty shell.
I didn't use drugs or medical trickery, Mr. Petrescu. All I did was talk to Nurse Crane. I promise you.
But what happened to her then?
After you left, she did not even recognize me. Then she got careless and sick, and I had to flee.
Tell me everything.
I do not believe it.
Okay, so nothing there.
What do you plan to do now that Nurse Crane is gone?
I'm not sure. Strange men came to see me after Dorothea's death, with strange weapons and very odd stories.
What kind of stories?
Stories all Romanian children know. It was as if I was home
Transylvania.
again. Vampires, Mr. Doctor. Vampires.
You believe them? Aren't you too old to hold a weapon or listen to scary stories?
Yes, I am old and alone and will die soon, but if these stories are true, maybe I have found myself another cause.
How do you feel, Mr. Petrescu? Do you need my help?
I would not even accept fresh water from you.
Yeah, I'll take it
Yes,
anyway.
you do. Please, take this. You'll feel better.
I said I don't want anything, but I'll keep this for those who really need it.
Are you living on the...
And why not? Those who believe they'll be safe behind walls are blind.
What about your house?
My house is always open to any poor soul needing a roof. All my work here is lost now that Dorothea is gone, thanks to you.
Thanks for the guilt trip.
Why are you so aggressive?
I remember the night you came here and convinced me to open my door to you, sir.
Oh yeah, it was just yesterday.
I'd like to punch you right on your chops.
Goodbye, Mr. Petrescu.
When some
So he's recovering. Even though he said he was going to give it to someone else, he's recovering now. So I need to find Nethercott, Christina, and Benjamin. I guess I can do all of them now.
science fails you, this
Oh, that wasn't all of them. Yeah, Nethercott.
is you. You need to again.
So let's see. Where is this dude?
The wet boots will be proud of me.
Oddly placed lamp. Where are you, dude? Oh, there you are.
Gangs of wolves.
Back here.
Good evening, Ben.
I'm afraid no.
You don't seem well, Benjamin.
I always feel ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
I have the treatment, though.
I will see you later. A gun, alcohol.
Maybe it's a quest reward. I don't know. Don't need blood.
You,
Can I offer you my...
the name is Colossal.
Yeah. You're fine.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Like, I have to give health cures to, like, the most despicable people.
You never lose your... Do you need help, sir?
I only need you to purchase something from my...
Goodbye for now, Mr. Lewis. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm a Harry, by the way. dreams are soaked with gloom.
So,
This is a new
may
guy.
I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough, like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I
Who
never
would
wanted
be
to come
happy
here
living
in the
there?
first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. But I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Interesting.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this. But you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Lots of hints needed for this guy.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
And these people, of course, don't mind that I just loot all their stuff.
It's locked, all right.
I might do another playthrough of this where I just try to do things as badly as I possibly can. Job refusal letter. Dear Mr. Peterson, it is my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for the time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation with your ill boy and loss of your beloved wife, but it's also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convicts. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed West Boot boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper tend to reward first the candidates who pass the small inquiry we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and your family. Ouch. If you ever suspect someone to be a vampire, don't try to kill it yourself. You have no chance. Instead, contact me or try to inform a professional vampire killer. Reading. These men and women are rare, but they know what to do against these evil creatures. It even seems that some of them are working together under the name of the Guard of Prywin, a paramilitary organization dedicated to the eradication of the vampires in London. They are your friends. You are not alone. Solutions exist. Be smart. Spread the word. Clarence Crossley. And if I go and talk to him about that job refusal letter, he'll be like, why were you in my house? Okay, go out that way. The music here is so good, but so sad too.
Is there only pain?
Can't you just look the other way this week?
You again?
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little.
Not really a regret.
Oh, sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know I made some bad choices, but I'm a wet boot boy now. People won't forget it.
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
I don't know, I think I just healed him, right?
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
Cheap price, good quality. Fancy buying?
You never lose. What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
No, that's
Goodbye
pretty
for now,
much it.
Mr. Lewis.
Okay. You up here. I don't think you need anything,
Good
right?
evening.
It's far.
Yeah, he's healthy.
I have heard enough for tonight. Goodbye.
I didn't know I could do that with a camera, but now that I know.
Good evening, Doctor.
He's healthy.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Nope. Oh, that girl's still here.
Hello again. Very well.
Yeah, she probably won't talk to me right now anyway.
Good evening, Mr. Nib.
And good evening to you too.
Do you
You're
need medical
sick, right?
attention?
It may be wise to let you
Yeah.
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health. But I appreciate your concern, sir.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I can talk to.
I'll
with
leave
these
you alone,
guys.
sir.
Well, I feel bad because the girl didn't, the lady Ambercroft or whatever, she didn't want blood spilt. Technically, I didn't. Well, I mean, technically, I did kill her, but I seriously didn't want to.
Watch yourselves! Oh, we have to stop it!
Oh, what the hell are you?
Go on back!
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
Do you not know anything about vampires? Like, even in legend? I'm really trying to get the migraine thing. That's why I'm kind of taking the long road home.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
Watch out!
Oops.
What's he? He's a killer!
Hey now, language. Oh yeah, it's... The only thing you get out of this is glass. Okay, I don't get it. I should be able to upgrade this, but I can't. It takes a lot of stuff, so... And I can't get down there.
Kill it, boy!
Oh, shoot.
Burn it, boy! Die, vermin!
Jeez. Who are these guys? Oh, not what I meant to do. Nothing to loot from them? That was an interesting encounter. But why? Maybe they were like trying to... It might be that blood thing that he was talking about, and they were trying to draw him in here to capture him. That didn't fare too well, did it? Oh, hi there. Oh. Wait, did I already do this one? Is this where I rescued the one dude? Yeah, but they're back. Okay, it was making sounds like there was a dead body in here, or a vampire in here, but I guess not. Yeah, still sounds like it. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Maybe it's upstairs. Yeah. Of course they would run through that. Oh, don't knock me off. Is that it? So, she didn't want blood spilt, and I did it anyway. I do feel bad about that. And unfortunately, it's not like a thing that I can just, you know, go back on. I can't just reload a save. So, gotta live with the consequences. Let's talk to the vampiress here.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm,
Yeah.
vibrant
You're not
blood.
a vampire.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature. But they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind. I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I'm gonna talk to Lady Ashbury real quick, and then we'll end this episode. Can't wait to see what she says. Well, knew that was gonna happen. I'm refined, I swear.
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
The situation is somewhat awkward nonetheless. I have not been observed sustaining myself for many decades. I have to say I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
The case is closed, your ladyship. The person who took advantage of you has, shall we say, seen the error of her ways.
So who was it?
My lady, the blackmailer was dealt with using the utmost discretion. The culprit's identity is of no relevance.
Because she's
Thank
dead.
you, Jonathan. That is exactly what I needed from you. You have proven your loyalty, so, as a friend, please accept this small token
Cure
of
for
my
migraines?
appreciation.
Thank you, my lady.
Damn.
If you have an inclination to learn more about vampires or your current situation, I will be glad to aid you in your quest for knowledge.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
Yeah, you've already lied to me once.
What do you
so-
know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London Vampire Society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we have come to a mutual understanding.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen.
You don't even look
If
27
you
now.
must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
Well,
A
duh,
lady
she
has to
inferred
have
it.
some secrets.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
That is not what I asked.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
William Bishop wasn't the vampire that created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Skulls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
What type of vampire is a Skull?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
I've been away from London and England for 3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
The Spanish flu has hit London that bad.
Yes, but it's not just that. I've heard things. Things I've not heard for a very, very long time. There are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is
And
here
that might
in
be
the city.
What is it you fear?
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the wings.
Okay, thanks for the non-answers.
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them? Have you an idea of the identity of the vampire who attacked me?
You mean your maker? No, Jonathan, I have no clue. But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
When I awoke, changed, I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well-trained.
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious Guard of Priwen.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days, but all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear. They are sworn to destroy our kind.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More a society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone, but it seemed they have been recruiting.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice of the vampire that created me.
Hush. Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
Okay.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but... are you my maker?
Are you my
Me?
mother?
Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
Well, yeah, you kind of are, but
A vampire? Is that what I am?
it's just now
What
dawning on
we
you.
are.
Such a crude word, defined by penny dreadfuls and drunken hacks. No. You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
So we are Ekons. How can I identify us amongst other vampires?
How to put it. All Ekon are vampires. But all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
I
So
don't
many
understand.
non-answers.
Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice. I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you, considering how cruelly he treated you.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So that's pretty much standard.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady.
I must quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Okay, I'm going to pause it here, and we'll get on with the quests when we get back. See you in a bit. Bye.